Hi everybody, Audra here, your Twisted Chalker with Audra's DIY Craft Supplies. And tonight I thought I would show you a couple of different items that I have here that I think would go great together. I ordered this magnetic chalkboard that I've been holding on to. I love this chalkboard. Got this beautiful white frame, and I've just been waiting until I thought I found the perfect stencil to use inside this chalkboard. And as soon as I saw this one, I knew it was the absolute perfect one for me. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. So I am going to show you how easy it will be to make this chalkboard into a beautiful picture that will most likely go in my entryway. All right, so this is a brand new stencil. I haven't used it yet. I did open it when it came in. I couldn't wait. Sorry, that's the way I am with these. But so on the back, I'm going to write on here just a little something to help me to know, number one, which stencil this backing goes to, and number two, which side I will put the stencil back on to when I'm done. And I'll show you as soon as I peel this off. I do need my, oh, sorry, that's my washing machine. I'm trying to multitask, and so I'm doing laundry at the same time. Move this little guy out of the way. So this is our tacky towel. It's fantastic for drying your stencils as well as fuzzing the stencils, because when the stencils first come to you and you never use them, they are very, very sticky. And to put them on a surface like this would be fine, except when you try to peel it off, it would basically cling for life. And so it could end up stretching the stencil out, as well as messing up the work that you do. So the first thing I'm going to do is peel the stencil off of the backing. And as you will see, the side that the stencil will go back on is very, very shiny, as opposed to the side that it will not go back on. So you can really tell, but it's a lot easier to just write something on the back side. That way there's no mistakes, especially if somebody was to borrow your stencil. That way you know that they are putting it back the right way. So I'm just going to pop this on here just to kind of take down the stick a little bit. As you can see, it's sticking very well. And I don't want to put this on this magnet surface just yet. Do it a few times. Sticking very well. I don't know if you're familiar with this song. I hear this song quite a bit on the radio. And as I'm sitting here looking at this stencil, fuzzing it, getting it ready, I'm hearing this song in my mind. It's one of my favorites. Okay. I think that'll be okay. Now, on the back here, you'll see they have little hanging brackets. And so I want to make sure I will have this on the top. Right? If I decide to hang it, it may be on the entry table instead of hanging on the wall, but just in case. And I normally like to embellish with ribbons and bows, but I think this would be beautiful enough just with a simple white chalk paste. As you can see, I've used this one a lot. On the blackboard with the white frame, I think it'll be beautiful just that way. So what I want to do is try to center it. Ooh, I got chalk paste on it. Just try to center it in the board. And probably what I'll do, I think I have a ruler close by. Let me go grab a ruler. I'll be right back. All right, so basically what I want to do, I'm just going to measure it real quick. Make sure 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, just over 1/2 an inch, just over 1/2 an inch. I think that's pretty good. It looks pretty straight to me. Does that look pretty straight to you? I think that looks pretty straight. So now I was going to use this one, but I think I'll just use this one. Now this is one that we have available that can either be used like this, or it could be cut in half to make smaller sizes. However, it's a little dirty. I use this a lot. You know, they already come in that size, this size as well. This can be cut into 3 pieces. I haven't done that yet for smaller squeegees. So it'd probably be just a little bit bigger than this for smaller areas. But since this is such a big area, I'm just going to leave it as is. Where the glitter came from, I don't know. So before I start chalking, I am going to make sure there are no air bubbles. It looks like a piece of fuzz cut. There you go. No air bubbles in the screened area. So I'm starting from the center and working my way out. And no bubbles. So perfect. With air bubbles, you risk the chalk bleeding, and so it'll just be all smudged rather than nice crisp lettering. And I'm going to take some of this, and since the squeegee is too big to fit in a jar, put some out with the spatula, with a little stir stick, and then all you gotta do is put a little more. This seems like a lot, but a good bunch of it will go back in the jar, and you'll see toward the end. I'm just wanting to make sure there's enough to get everything quickly before it has a chance to start drying. Once the chalk paste is exposed to the air, it quickly starts to dry. So all I'm doing is holding the squeegee at I guess a 90-degree angle, and making sure I cover all of the screened in area where the black chalkboard was showing through. And then once that's done, all you need to do is scrape away the excess, put it back in the jar. Hold the squeegee straight up and down, scrape away the excess, put it back in the jar. So there's no waste, really, to speak of. And this little jar of paste lasts for quite a few projects. Can't really give a time frame because it will depend on how many projects you do. So I will say I probably got a hold of this probably over the summertime. I'm still working on it. Now, all I have to do is peel it up. I'm going to go slow because if I see anything that I don't like, I want to be able to stop and fix it. Look at that. Now, what love the black and white. What I need to do is I need to wash this. So I'm going to take it over to my sink with cool water and my stencil cleaner. I'm going to clean it off really quick. I'll be right back. All right, so that's it. It's as easy as that. I took the stencil to the sink, cleaned it off with some cold water using this little sponge here that we have. It's kind of like a, oh, I don't know, Mr. Clean, those little Mr. Clean sponges, but this is our board eraser, our stencil cleaner. So I use that, and now it is air drying, sticky side up on a towel, and I will most likely leave it there tonight, and then tomorrow morning I will place it back onto the backing and then store it away. But this, my friends, will be the finished product. I am just loving it. I think it's beautiful. So yes, I am going to place it on the table in my hall, in my entryway. I'll take a picture and post it. All right, well, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions about these supplies that I used for making this beautiful picture, just message me. And I will also put a link in this description to my website, so you can take a peek at it if you like. All right, well, thank you again, and good night.